right now, Vasco. Whoa! Anybody gonna put this fire out? The place is still on lockdown? This fire? Whoa. What's going on? Hello? What happened here?
I've heard some hostile camps were wiped off the map by you. I wish there were more good people like you out there.
What happened here? Like a whole battle zone went through.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes.
What happened? This can't be from that attack. Because we didn't go, the wall wasn't down. They didn't blow up the wall. What? This is something else. Terramorphs? Nah.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
What happened?
There's been an incident. Please continue going about.
Oh my god. What happened?
We're asking everyone to continue their day.
Okay, whatever. Continue there, but nothing happened here. Just a crock of shit. Hello?
UC Security is sweeping all areas hit by the recent attack. Perfectly safe.
Monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time. I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious.
What's going on?
If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was thinking about what he said. He said something about glimpsing the Unity was over or something.
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
Why not? You're right. It's too big of a coincidence. I already know who you're talking about. I've been there. I've talked to him myself.
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you.
I've already been there.
I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
Sure. Yeah.
I need to inventory all our equipment and other odds and ends for damages.
Okay. Open the door. Hey, you remember me? I came by and talked to you.
Keeper Aquilas? Can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
I was wondering if we could talk about Unity.
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
Are you alright?
That's not exactly
Seem kind of taken back by that.
Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Okay. What's going on?
I've got a slogan for our new ship class. It's like riding.
Hey. Oh.
Now that we are
I love sitting down.
Why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Well, started with the discovery of these anomalies, the artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
Powers.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
Yeah. No, it's a scratch, but we hope that you could, help us out.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer.
Okay.
I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic...
Sorry.
Cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Unless this story includes a set of coordinates, we're not finding anything.
But what if it does? Not my version, obviously, but the House of Enlightenment. Varun. I've spoken to them before, but I never thought of scrutinizing their answers for clues.
I really don't want to talk to him. You guys don't know Varun or like that cult religion, I guess. They worship the serpent, the snake. I guess I go talk to him.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll be here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Okay. Wait, so she's in jail? Alright, well, I'll go see if I can talk to her. Hey, Sarah, why you come in? There's a chair in there. You could have came in there.
Sarah, good to see you.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Hello. You mind if I talk to you?
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Calm down, you ain't going nowhere though. But now you talk to Keeper Aquilus about the Varun faith.
He knows not the truth.
He knows not.
He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Cosmic Serpent seems like a poor answer to the universe's problems. People at Aquila spoke of Pilgrim. I need to know more about that.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your
Leave that snake stuff out of it.
I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me.
Maybe.
Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down, but the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
What? I was not paying attention. What are you talking about? I need to know the meaning of the word unity.
I have heard of no such thing.
What?
If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
You want me to leave just like your hair?
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war.
What the hell are you talking about? I took care of most of the Crimson Fleet.
We're hiring if you're
Don't you know my legacy, bitch? You need to pick up a book or something. Damn. Where the hell you been at the last few days? Look at the news. Oh yeah. I forgot to tell that news lady that my good deeds that I did. I'll tell her later. I still got more good deeds to do.
If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place. If not, no.
Hello. Hey, I want to talk to you. Excuse me, come over here. Okay, fine. I'll come over there. Where you
We
at?
do our jobs at evening hours.
Hey,
Crates.
you got big eyes.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm hungry. Keeper Aquila sent me. Need to talk about Pilgrim.
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful.
Please.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. You talk with Keeper Aquilus before? Yeah, I mean, he's always going on about trying to bring people of all beliefs together. Really wants there to be some shared story or origin. Look, I like the Keeper, but belief is the problem, okay? We don't need a shared narrative or theology. We need to help each other in practical terms.
Unity. Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that.
Maybe a message is hidden, is what he was saying there. What do they mean each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Yeah, you're right. I also agree with this. Maybe there's a message hidden in what he was saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
I guess you're right. I mean, nah, it can't be. Can you tell me anything else about Unity? I mean, what does it mean?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thank you.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Come on, Sarah. Hey, I'm back. Hey. I can't sit it this time? You mean I can't sit it this time? Says who? I'm sitting down. Hey.
Well, you're back. What did you learn?
Nothing.
Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Well...
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and done. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
In done? Endum, that's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
If I had to guess, me? Something sacred out there. There's something sacred out there, bringing everything together. It's just a word, and I need to take responsibility for finding it, not pray. Only total conviction will bring us the truth. We are being tested. I don't know. There's something sacred out there, bringing everything together, I guess. I don't know.
But what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't really put too much mind in this. No, it's just a natural force. Unity is something greater. Yes, gravity is a miracle, just like life itself. Nah, I think unity is something greater.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim searched for?
Ancient humans thought the concept of gravity was miraculous. Until we know more about the unity.
Why don't you come inside?
Could be jumping to the wrong conclusions.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Probably ain't gonna find shit. Sarah, next time come inside, okay? Is that so hard? Jesus Christ almighty.